I have discovered through my own work on trust. For example, I have found that trust is not only a learnable skill, but in most cases it can actually be restored when it's lost. It's hard to imagine a better illustration of restoring trust than Weldon. He has exemplified this principle in a very public way by having come from a seriously dysfunctional background to building both a successful heating and cooling business and a tremendous sales training business. In addition, through his writing and thought leadership, he is now helping many others transform their lives and careers. Weldon's work also reflects the practical application of one of the central messages of my work, that trust is founded on both character and competence. It's not enough to be good, wrote Henry David Thoreau, you must be good for something. As Weldon shows, trust is essential to not only success, but also significance in a sales career, where the purpose is to diagnose client needs and recommend solutions that specifically meet those needs. Strong character and great competence are required for building trust and sustainable success in every endeavor, and especially in sales today. Another central trust message that's reflected in Weldon's work is the critical nature of consistent process. I've discovered that trust is a competency that anyone can develop and get great at through consistent effort and application. Weldon has zeroed in specifically on how this applies to successful selling. As you learn and master Weldon's consistency anchors and help your customers successfully pass through what he calls the sales hallway, you will greatly increase your ability to find both success and satisfaction in sales. I'm excited about the journey you have ahead of you as you read Weldon's engaging book and apply its teachings with your prospects and customers. You will find out for yourself that sales is more than just a way to make money. It's a way to make a meaningful contribution and a positive difference in the world. And you will find out how to do that in a way that creates remarkable success and inspires the kind of trust that builds people, relationships, and confidence in yourself and what you are all about. Acknowledgements. To my wife and children, Taryn, Hunter, and Skylar. Thanks to Mom for never giving up on me. Susan, Richard, David, and Karen for your love and support. Thanks to Emily Vanelli for making the trains and the bills run on time, as well as Andy Mitchell and Charlie Pate for all the ideas and creativity. Shout out to Keith Hairston, John Ketchell, and the newest member of our team, Linda Ann Barber. We all love and miss you, Wheezy. Heaven is a lot funnier and better organized these days. Consistent activities produce consistent results. Are your sales sometimes what you want them to be and sometimes not what you're hoping for? Are some months awesome but other months leave you wondering if you'll be able to pay the mortgage? If so, those are by definition random results. And those random results are not coming from consistent sales activities. Those random results are coming from random sales activities. Sporadic and unreliable sales and performance usually means you aren't doing the same thing consistently on every sales call. Your actions are random, and as a result, your results are random. It isn't rocket science. It's just a fact of life. Random sales activities will never accidentally start producing consistent sales results. Consistent sales activities will never start producing random results. It just doesn't happen that way in real life. So as long as your sales activities consist of walking into a call and winging it, your sales results will always be sporadic. Consistent activities produce consistent results. Random activities produce random results. The operative word is process. You never know what's going to be a trigger for your prospect, but if you consistently go through an established sales call process, you'll be less likely to miss something that could put you over the top. If you practice and refine your process regularly, you will soon discover practices that are effective with any number of prospects and different types of prospects. And as you add each of these practices into your process and repeat them consistently, you'll find your sales performance is improving because you won't accidentally skip an important part of your process. One of the most difficult parts of being a professional salesperson is managing the emotional peaks and valleys that accompany the ups and downs of sales. One day you're stoked after closing a huge deal, and the next week you're devastated that you can't seem to close anything. Why is this? What's going on? Think about it this way. Imagine the operations side of any business, whether it's engineering, manufacturing, software, banking, insurance, shipping, transportation, service, installation, or telecommunications. Think about the quality of the product or service if the operations people were to go about their work in a random fashion. What exactly would be the quality of the products and services if design, engineering, and technology people just started slapping parts or code together? What if they had no real process and they just kind of threw things at the wall and hoped they stuck? What would be the company's reputation for quality? How many customers would be calling to complain about the products or services? How many customers would be calling to accuse the company of misrepresenting the products and services they provide? Obviously, the quality of the products and services would be very poor.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.